That sun is a bit intense. Hello. Wow, my camera lens is really dirty. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I have quite a bit to update you on since my last video, which I kind of opened up about how I went at state championships, and I told you guys that I wasn't feeling super amazing. I was feeling really fatigued and not powerful on the trampoline. I had my immunologist appointment and my bloods showed that my immune system has gone back down to what it was in 2019, which is when I started the IgG infusions, which essentially just puts IgG back into my body so that my gamma globulin goes up and my body can fight things off better. It was pretty low again, which means my body was essentially just in like a constant inflammatory and infectious state and always trying to fight something off, which was why I was feeling so fatigued. Well, still am feeling so fatigued, but what will happen is I'll go back on the infusions for another 12 months. So I do one every 4 weeks for 12 months. I just have to wait for my doctor to apply for that through the hospital. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them as to when I'll start the infusions, but I imagine it will be sometime in the next month. It's not an ideal outcome because the infusions it's like 5 hours of sitting in the hospital every 4 weeks, and that is obviously not ideal, but at least there's a reason to why I was feeling so bad and feeling so fatigued. My bloods also showed that my B12 was really low, so I've started B12 injections at the doctor every 2 weeks as well. So I'll do those for a couple of months until my B12 is back up. Last Friday at training, I was on my last turn of the session and I went up for a full so double twisting, double back in tuck, and it's a skill that I do like pretty easily. It's not particularly difficult. I under rotated, so as I went up I was like, oh god, I do not have enough in this to get this to my feet. So I landed on the trampoline on my hands and feet, and my knees went up to my into my chest, and my head just like whipped back and forwards over my legs. So that was extremely painful. I don't think I realized, I have a hair in my mouth. I don't think I realized at the time how bad it was. Like I was kind of in a little bit of shock. Okay, I actually have a hair somewhere here and it's really annoying me. Yeah, I don't think I realized at the time how bad it was. Like it was a very uncomfortable landing because I was still on the trampoline. The trampoline like jolted me back up as well. So it was really uncomfortable landing, and it definitely hurt at the time and made me feel like a bit spacey instantly. I got off and just sat down for a couple of minutes, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go again. So I got back on the trampoline and I tried to jump. I did about 3 jumps and stopped, and my head was just feeling really spacey and weird. I was like, okay, let's try one more time. So I did a couple more jumps and then was like, oh no, something doesn't feel right. So I got off the tramp and kind of sat and waited for a bit, and in that time I was getting a pain like in the back of my neck, kind of behind my throat, and I was getting like a spacey feeling in the back of my head and neck, and was just feeling quite disorientated. And when I was trying to write in my diary and fill out my AMS, and every time I'd lean forwards to like look over my phone, my vision would shake. So that scared me a lot. My coach decided that she wanted to call the ambulance because she just wasn't comfortable with that spacey feeling and the symptoms that I was presenting with. So the gym called the ambulance and paramedic came, cut off my favorite jumper, which was a sad time. Yeah, they needed to cut it off so that they could put me in a neck brace because they didn't want to move me. It was a pretty scary experience, to be honest. I've never had to go to the hospital from training before ever, like be rushed to emergency. So it was pretty full on. There was a number of paramedics and neck brace onto a stretcher in an ambulance. It was pretty full on. Luckily I had people at the gym that were helping me. All my friends stayed and helped and supported and just were there for me, which was really lovely, and my coaches obviously. So I got to the hospital. I had an x-ray done at about 8 p.m. and then proceeded to wait. hours and hours and hours for the results. So in this time, they're treating it like I have a fracture, and I'm laying there still with this neck brace on. It was so uncomfortable. My partner and my mum were there, so luckily I had people there to be with me and support me, but it was so frustrating. I was getting more sore over the night, and they would tell me like, you know, the report would be ready in 1 hour, and so I'd wait an hour and then it'd be like, what's the time? My partner or my mum would tell me the time. I'd just have like a 5-minute little cry because I was so sore and so uncomfortable. The neck brace was like digging into me and the Velcro was digging into me. I was starving. I really needed to pee, and I was just so uncomfortable. So we ended up getting the report at about 4 a.m. So I was there from, about 7:30 to 4 a.m. and my partner and my mum were there as well, so it was a rough night for them too. The report came back clear, so no fractures or anything, which was really great. Just a really bad whiplash. Over the last week, I've been having physio treatment. I have also had a headache all week, so I actually did a concussion test today, which came back positive. So I have a concussion as well, just from the nature of like whipping my head so fast on such like, jolty landing. So that would explain why I've been feeling really off and spacey still this week. My neck is still really sore. Like I can move it a little bit, but I am hesitating. So it's more sore on the left side, and the physio thinks that I've just pulled some of the ligaments and just stretched out some of the ligaments. At the moment, I'm not feeling super confident about nationals. It is supposed to leave in a week and a bit, and I haven't jumped in a week. So, and I'm still feeling spacey. I still have a headache and my neck is still extremely sore. So at the moment, I'm not feeling super confident, but I'm not ruling anything out just yet. I'm just trying to take it day by day and just see how my symptoms go each day. So I will let you know next week what happens there. Oh, sorry about the lighting. It's a bit dark in here. I have moved into my new place. Moving vlog is coming soon, but honestly, there's a lot been happening, okay? So just haven't got around to it just yet. I'm also getting another concussion test on Tuesday just to check how my symptoms have improved and stuff. Holding this camera is really uncomfortable, so I'm gonna go into the kitchen and start making food and keep talking to you. I'm going to not vlog over the weekend just because I want to just focus on resting and getting myself better and just spending time with my partner and just kind of relaxing. And I will update you next week on what the sports doctor says, how my symptoms are going, and what the plan is for nationals, because I guess I'll know next week. But at the moment, I'm just feeling really tired. My head still hurts and my neck hurts, and I just don't feel right. I just feel weird. That's kind of the update. Sorry about the neg videos, the last 2 videos. I don't want to just be negative, but it's just kind of the reality at the moment. It's not going super amazing, but trying to be as positive as I can. And even if I can't compete at nationals, I'll still be going and I'll still be there supporting my teammates and play that role in the team environment, you know, be there for them and help support them in their competition, because I think that's really important. And if you are going to be at nationals, I hope that your preparation for comp is going far better than mine, and I can't wait to see you guys there. So I'll chat to you next week when I know a little bit more, but I love you all and thank you for all your support during this weird 2 months. Love that he buries himself. Hello guys, I am back. It is the next week. I think the last time I spoke to you was Friday. I'm just at my parents' house washing my towels, and I've got a B12 injection today, and then I've got my first infusion tomorrow. My apartment doesn't have a tumble dryer. Well, it does downstairs, but it's not very good. So just while I was here, I was like, I'm just gonna wash my towels because it's a bit raining and I don't feel like waiting 3 days for my towels to dry inside. And I really need to change my bed sheets. Basically, what I do is I go in and sit in the hospital on a drip on IgG for 4 hours. It's not the funnest thing in the world and it makes me really tired. I went to the physio this morning and had another concussion test and got some treatment, so I'm feeling a little bit sore now, but not as bad as I was at the end of last week. I still have a concussion, but my motor skills are doing better. I just still have some symptoms, like I'm still getting headaches on and off, still feel a bit spacey and weird. That's why I'm not vlogging like out in public and out and about, because I just really need to concentrate on what I'm doing or I'm gonna make a mistake. So yeah, apologies, this vlog is just gonna be like me talking at home, but yeah, I just can't, like I just don't have that kind of awareness at the moment. So an update of what I'm gonna do over the next few weeks is I'm still not cleared to bounce. We're supposed to leave for nationals in a week. Because I'm still having concussion symptoms, I'm not allowed to jump on a trampoline or exercise. Hopefully on Thursday I can start doing some light exercise in the gym in a controlled environment and just seeing how my body responds to that, because sometimes your concussion symptoms, if you start too early, they can come back or be worse. So, but also a little bit of light stimulation can help your concussion get better, but it's kind of just finding what works for you and your symptoms. So I am going to try that on Thursday and see how I go. I have made the decision to pull out of competing at nationals, and it's also a huge risk with my concussion and with my neck. it's just not one that I'm willing to take. And, you know, usually I would really push myself to try and get back on the trampoline, but honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse than jumping right now. And I just need to listen to my body. And if my body's telling me that it's not safe, then it's not safe. So my medical team agree that that is the right decision and that's the way that they were leaning. So we've just been like in correspondence with doctors and physios and sports doctors and everything, and that's their advice. So I'm also going to take that on. I'm still going to go to nationals and still support my team. I'm still judging while I'm down there and working, up there in the Gold Coast, and still working as well. So I would rather rehab my neck and increase slowly with my concussion so that I'm not rushing back into it, making things worse, and that having detrimental effects on my health and my head and neck health. So that's the decision that I made. I am upset about it, yes, but I don't feel like it's something that I physically can do right now, so that gives me some peace of mind. My hair is really quite gross. It's like half wet, half dry, and I had physio this morning, because she's treating really high up in my neck, all this down bit is just moisturizing from physio. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here because I feel like I've talked a lot. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you guys there. Bye.